Wait, you don't mean that's why?
It's like Legally Blonde.
That's why you became a defense attorney? To marry, me Edgeworth? Hello everyone and welcome back to 4pixels. Coco is here with KeaDane, Lamoleon, and Cody, and we are continuing the fourth case of Ace Attorney. Phoenix
Ace
Wright.
Attorney.
It's about to get steamy.
Oh dear.
Last time on Days of Our Lives.
Edgeworth had a nightmare about Gumshoe.
Gumshoe Senpai, I don't think that I can.
Use the handcuffs, Gumshoe.
No!
The fluffy ones. Just how I like them.
With the seal samurai decal along the cuff.
Just imagine him slowly stripping off his coat, and then underneath is just another coat.
I'm trying to restrain myself to make a joke about samurai dogs.
Oh god. Alright, December 27th to 11 p.m. Writing Co Law offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder.
A murder of comedy.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never.
Nick.
Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles. Huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh yeah, I do remember feeling, faint.
Right on! Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick?
Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
Huh. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude! Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me! Yeah, bow before your hero! Where's the bow option?
Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. Namaste.
You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, that boat shop caretaker guy's pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Oh, way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy.
Bet you're real proud of yourself for that one.
I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us too?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me. Right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. But we're playing a visual novel, so you got time, right? It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
A class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring, 4th grade? A kid in my class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside.
Oh. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it!
Guilty!
Guilty!
It was you!
That thief!
Just admit you did it!
Yeah, all of them. All of
You
them.
can't handle the truth!
I'm gonna let you borrow my eraser.
Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you!
Hey, did you rob the bank the other day? Well, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it.
I mean, he did it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix.
I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying or using my 4th grade voice.
Maybe it's just the strobe light I'm shining at his face.
You did it, kid. We got your prints all over the place.
Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it, even the strobe light. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened.
Objection. He shouldn't have to apologize.
The judge!
The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
But Miles?
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
I can buy 10 more wallets with that money in it.
We don't need proof.
He's the one.
Let him suffer! Burn him!
I don't know if that's like,
That's Larry.
is that, oh.
Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think of how he feels.
Larry definitely looks like your rival in a Pokemon game now.
He does.
Smell you later, Ash.
Oh my god.
He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. That's logic for you.
Coming from Larry, it's pretty logical.
Yeah. Also, I realized the teacher looks. It looks like it's a lady, but I'm just gonna stick with the voice.
Yes.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over.
That poor teacher just out $35 randomly.
No, those teachers already have to buy school supplies. They're not used to having money.
I guess I'm living on budget ramen for the next month.
No one ate dinner that night.
That's how it happened. My teacher ate nothing but ramen for a month, and the three of us were always friends.
The first murder trial.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone. Without a friend in the world.
That particular scene always kind of hit home for me because as the only Hispanic in a preparatory school, whenever something went missing, guess who was blamed?
Larry!
Yes, exactly.
Is a preparatory school like a posh thing in America then, or?
Yeah, it's a pretty posh thing. It's like a school a private school that's geared specifically for preparing kids for college. And I was there on a scholarship. I was the only we pretty much had every grade the token minorities. One Hispanic, one black person, one Asian.
Oh, and because you were a scholarship, like your family didn't know everybody else's family, so you were out of that whole social loop, and because they all knew each other, I'm sure.
Yep, exactly.
Ugh.
That sounds awful.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, I took it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Hey,
Hey, I thought that. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my dad. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
You guys are all tools.
The DL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought, too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why?
It's like Legally Blonde!
That's why you became a defense attorney? To marry, meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court.
I have a restraining order, right?
Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. And I'm the only girl who deserves his hand.
Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free?
Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Oh, Nick!
Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do. Okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I think he's a robot.
I'd settle for who? I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Here, Larry, hold on to all this shit for me, thanks.
Burns down his
okay.
eyes.
See you later!
Wait.
December 27th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
I'm angsty.
You look as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 4th grade?
Lunch money. I only pay by card. Oh, right. Yes. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even.
Well, maybe, yeah, but...
I can make you chase this laser pointer around for hours.
Gimme! I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Laser pointers are a lot of fun.
Perhaps.
Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. Then, when we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been sound of mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Von Karma?
Who did you speak to? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him.
Sorry, you said bedroom techniques?
Freudian slip.
So he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, in the bedroom.
Oh,
He
that
is
lying.
obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
And everyone.
Ugh. Perfectly, huh?
Perfectly. In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever.
But that's...
I know. They were all bad boys and girls.
No.
It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. That's not funny. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself. I'll admit.
No kidding.
And with that, we will leave this episode off right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
See ya. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Adios, amigo.
Alrighty, well then hello everyone, and welcome to the last game that we will be streaming for our 3rd year anniversary. Danganronpa was probably our most popular LP that we have ever done. And
I love it.
Yeah, I am so glad to be getting back to it.
If I take a little to read at the start, it's because I'm eating. So I'm gonna be like on silence while I eat, so you don't hear me crunching. I'm doing.
Alright, so just little things that the audience should know. Everyone else here except me. Ooh. Thank you very much, Riker, for following. Welcome to the Pixel family.
Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Riker. I'm glad you're here.
Yes, everyone else here except myself has played this game, so I am completely blind. I do not know anything of what's going to be happening. I don't know the characters. I think I have one spoiler. I'm not gonna say what it is. I already told Kimi and Konetsu and they said that no, that's incorrect, but I'm very dubious about them not just trying to lead me off the tracks. So you know all of us, me, Kimi, and Konetsu, and for this Let's Play we're going to have a guest. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Ryan. You can also call me Vivi, and I'm happy to be here. I've been really excited about this for a long time, so yeah, let's get this on the road. This is cool.